tattooed both times. The first time I started my live, and just this time I was getting my hands warm the first time, and this time I'm wiping Pepsi off my face. Anyways, welcome to the All Rise Legal Network. I'm still just practicing streaming, trying to work out some of the kinks. I think I got my internet a little faster. I went and got a Wi-Fi extender from the office that's over here to the RV until we move into the house. Yeah, life has been crazy. Just relocating up here to Whitefish in Kalispell, Montana. I'm doing some tattooing up here at a tattoo shop called Bad Rock. Anyways, it's been super slow. The holidays are always slow in this neck of the woods. Other cities and places where I've tattooed, it's generally not that slow. This is actually my busy season because everyone is done playing in the summer and they're ready to get tattooed in the winter. Here, it's kind of the opposite. It's kind of weird. I don't know why, but I think it's because there's a big rush of tourists that come up here. Columbia Falls, Glacier National Park. I'm like super close, stone's throw. And but anyway, I wanted to get back on here and practice some live streaming, so that's what I'm doing today. I have a stalker case with Magistrate Burton in Detroit. I've been doing lots of recording and editing, so I will be posting new videos. And yeah, that's the deal. So I'm hoping that I got the chats open and ready to go if any of my subscribers log on. I know I'm still pretty new. I'm going to post some pre-recorded videos of me talking, just sharing a little bit more about me and what my history is and why I am so attracted to the justice system. Yeah, I have a brother who's went to law school. My sister-in-law is a lawyer in DC. They live in Virginia. So, and he's kind of my hero, even though he's my baby brother. He's kind of my hero. So, not kind of, he is. But I've had a lot of experience in the legal system. Just as part of my testimony, I went through a loss, and it was really hard for me to mourn. And now I don't want to get into too specific there yet, but so basically I mourned for like 20 years, and I'm just now, I got remarried. I have a beautiful daughter, and life is really good. And I'm not in Los Angeles anymore, in the Hollywood area. I am up here in beautiful Montana, where I need to be. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be today. And yeah, so let's get this video going. Let me kind of get it to where it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, here we go. I watched this a little bit this morning. This guy's a mess. He's a mess, dude. So hopefully
Sir, so your whole name, King.
Well,
good morning, Magistrate. My name is Kenneth Callier, Kenneth Callier II.
Good afternoon, sir. You got two matters, sir, which I'm going to call at the same time. Calling case number 230-455-4601 and case number 230-455-470-701. People said Michigan versus Kenneth Callier. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Lisa Coyle, hearing on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Austin Gregory, PA-519.
I hate it when it's hard to hear the prosecution. And
all right, the court has not guilty plea Matthew Klein on both these matters. Mrs. Coyle, these matters look like it occurred at the same location, same date, but two instances. Is that correct? Okay.
And in fact, I'll draw your attention to the case ending in 47. That case is what began. There was an argument and physical fight at about 4:15 at the home where the complainant and the defendant shared.
Sorry about that.
And that the police were called, and then about 5:15, the defendant returned he fled before the police got
Mm-hmm.
there. So he seems to severe injuries, they begin to tow his car. They leave, he returns to the house about 5:15, continues, he's now mad because the police have towed his car, and he continues to, hit with the complaint. In fact, in her statement, she said, that she was in bed, comes in mad because she towed his car. He's telling her saying, he's calling me names, he's vicious. Then he picks up a metal bar stool, and throws it, almost hits me in the head, but it doesn't. He started pouring stuff on me around around my neck, blistering in my face and on my bed. I try to call the police and he takes my cell phone. So that is her statement that she gave to the police. The police also talked to him, and he admits that they have a fight.
I don't know if you guys heard that. I'm just gonna reiterate what she said. So he held her down, was pouring Listerine in her face, and then when she tried to call the cops, he took away her phone.
Police that she's a good girl, but she just won't listen to me. And he admits they did have an argument that became physical, unfortunately, yeah. So when you look at the defendant's record, right now he's on 5 years probation out of Macomb County Circuit Court. He's on probation for an aggravated stalking. Complaint in that matter is actually huge. He had a violation of probation on September 5th of this year. In that probation order, which is unusual because I don't know the facts of the aggravated stalking case, but it says no contact with Paige Reed, who is the complainant in these two matters before this court. It looked like the violation, he had a 10,000 cash surety bond with the GPS tether. Then on the 6th, they reduced the bond to 10,000 personal, tether was removed, and still maintained a no contact order with Paige Reeves, which is the complainant.
When it's in this case, yes.
So the problem with this is there's a circuit court order, he's on 5 years probation for an aggravated stalking, and he continues to defy that order. He has a 2017 domestic violence, he has a 2017 MDP under 200, he has a 2022 stalking, malicious use of a phone, and also another aggravated stalking, that one invalid misuse. Your Honor, this matter is extremely troubling. Based on the circumstances, what is occurring, what is continuing to occur, and it appears that no matter what, he's on probation. So he is given the benefit of the doubt while on his probation for stalking. And he goes out, he's been told by circuit court in Macomb County, he is not to have contact or assaulted contact with Paige Reeves. And what does he do? He's with Paige Reeves, and what does he do? He assaults her, and then when the police come, he assaults her further for them taking her car. Your Honor, I'm asking in this matter, because of the severity of her being injured, the severity of what's gone on, his past record, past claim to, he becomes the danger he is. I'm asking for the court to give 50,000 cash, no contact with the complainant in this matter, Ms. Reed, and tether house arrest if you are going to impose anything else.
All right, just one question, Mrs. Coyle.
Yes.
The stalking case came out of
16th Circuit.
no, date and time. What year?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The plea was in 2022.
That's not that long ago.
Yes, it was just put on, let me, I can see if the date's here. He pled Nolo Contendere on April 28th.
2022.
Yes, it's sentenced.
So this cat's got a ton of stalking charges. Well, two prior ones. What else did she say? He's a domestic abuse. And something else, man. I don't remember what he said, but what she said. But here's the deal. Judge Burton, he is like a huge proponent of being innocent until proven guilty, which in most cases that's awesome. But when someone's, I don't want to say life is in jeopardy. Well, especially if their life is in jeopardy. I mean, this was an attempted murder or anything. That I don't think they should be so lenient on bond. if there's a chance, if the charge is, hurtful or could be hurtful or something like stalking, right? Then there should be a bond, and maybe even an almost not affordable bond. That way they really have to work to get out, and then it's serious. And then, if they have to borrow money from a family member, then they are accountable to them to show up to court. I think that's one of the reasons why they do have one that maybe just be higher than affordable. But that's just maybe they haven't even put that much thought into it. I don't know. But if it's something like, theft or not robbery, but like, trespassing, misdemeanor stuff, and then some felony stuff, fraud, stuff like that, where there's not going to be like any physical danger to the society, or, that they don't pose a physical threat to society, then I think personal bonds are great, out on their own recognizance. Some states, they call it OR. But this magistrate, that my original point was, this magistrate, he lets almost everybody out on personal bond. He might raise it pretty high, so if they do get busted, their bail is a lot, and they won't be able to bail out before they see the judge. But I don't know. But something like this, I think he should give him a fairly decent bond, especially with all the priors that he's been convicted of and that he's on probation for at the time. So, and I don't know if they do probation holds in Michigan if you have a new charge, but I guess we'll find out.
Okay. But bottom line is 2022 to stalking with the same complaining witness.
No, this
Oh.
talking as Ashley.
Ashley, okay, another complaining witness.
In
Okay.
violation of probation that he had in September,
Mhm.
2 months ago. Paige Reeves has come up, so I do not know if he picked up a case out in Macomb County involving Paige Reeves.
That was my
And that's
question, yes.
where my belief is that he had contact, maybe some sort of assaultive contact
Mhm.
with Paige Reeves. There was a violation of probation based on that contact.
Gotcha.
And then maybe Ms. Reeves didn't go forward with it. They dismissed the warrant.
Mhm.
And then now we're here with Ms. Reeves being a victim on these 2 cases.
All right, one last question, and this doesn't carry a lot of weight, but just for clarification, did Ms. Reeves, to your knowledge, has Ms. Reeves ever tried to obtain a PPO against Mr. Callier?
I do not know.
Okay, all right.
But I see that, I mean, at this time, they were together.
Right.
So she's not on.
Correct.
She can do whatever she wants.
I get that. I just, that's for informational purposes, and I'm not holding that against. I'm not holding one just for curiosity reasons. Has she done one? And not that it carries any great weight, because the burden is not on her. It's on Mr. Callier. I get that.
No, I
Yeah.
and that is a very good question. And at this time, I do not know.
Okay.
This happened on the 7th, and I would hope she does get a PPO.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Coyle. Mr. Gregory.
I think that must be the defense lawyer. I don't know if he's talking or not. No, I don't think he is. I hate dead air.
Take 2.
Oh, he just asked for a minute. I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of track for like when there's long pauses. Yeah, or babble about something. Boom, 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 boom. Judge Burton's a trip, or magistrate.
Yes.
I'll bring it to the court's attention while counsel is reading. She had a 2006 felonious assault. It was dismissed. I know the lien is wrong because it says it's under 7411.
Mhm.
That can't be correct. But that looks like a juvenile adjudication.
How can that be? Because it's 7411 for that?
You can't get 70.
I know.
It should be, it's a juvenile adjudication.
Okay, all right.
So the lien operator
Yeah, okay.
does not know that that is not.
That's a patent mistake.
So that. It's out of 16th Circuit Juvenile.
Okay.
I just want to bring it to the court's attention that this history's gone on for a long time.
Thank you, ma'am.
So she said, yeah, an assault.
So, Your Honor, a couple of things. One, Mr. Callier is scheduled to go to, upon release, the Harbor Oaks in Baltimore. He does understand.
For what? For what?
Stalker treatment.
Baltimore?
New Baltimore.
Oh, I thought you said he was about to leave the state. Okay, go ahead. All right, go ahead. I didn't hear the new part. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Your Honor, so he is getting treatment. A notable thing here is he does have a medical condition. He has severe blood clots in his right arm.
Is he employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where?
AS Quality Control, Monday through Saturday,
Doing what?
7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
He's all doing.
I do quality control, Your Honor. I've been doing quality control for almost 10 years. It's the only thing that keeps my mind right, keeps me focused, and keeps me doing the right thing. I like making things come out right.
All right,
Make sure it's clear.
that's far enough of an explanation. And Your Honor,
Usually that magistrate tell him to shut up.
I would like to clarify the statement that the people read pertaining to my client.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that his description of things where he admitted things got physical, he says that she slapped him and he tried to protect himself like this. So in his answer, he's saying that.
Sir. Mr. Callier, I'm just going to say this one time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Greg is advocating on your behalf, and you're interrupting him doing his job, which he's doing very, very well on your behalf. When you're interrupting him, you may say something that may not be in your favor, that may have to consider in assessing your bond.
Yes, sir. I was just driving when I was hit. That's all.
Okay.
That's not what you want to do.
Mr. Callier, shut up.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Magistrate. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Gregory.
Your Honor, so
It's disrespectful.
his statement of things got physical, and unfortunately, yes, it's him describing literally the event because there was physical contact between them. But his statement is that he was struck and he went to
defend himself.
Yes. Now, as to the allegations, we do recognize that they are assaults. He does have a separate place that he will be going to. He understands no contact order. There was a statement about a probation violation or something, but it did not meet resolution.
What does that mean in English?
It was not resolved. I believe is what prosecution stated. So I will be asking for personal bond here with the understanding that Mr. Callier has a place that he is going to the Harbor Oaks facility. Understands no contact.
How long is he going to be there, or how long do you plan on being there?
That I don't know.
You don't know? He told you somewhere he was going to go, but how long?
It's gonna be.
What did I tell you, sir?
Yeah, he just shut himself up.
Go ahead, Mr. Gregory.
I do believe
I
there's
can't
a
help myself.
requirement that he has to meet in order to be released, Your Honor.
So he's going to be there for quite a while, apparently.
I do not make those decisions, Your Honor, but I would believe so.
Okay.
Record, I'll just clarify what I had said, that they did the violation of probation on the 5th, and as soon as the no contact was been agreed. On the 6th, they reduced his bond to personal bond, took off his tether and told him no contact. And then within 2 months, he's back assaulting Ms. Reed. So I assume there's going to be another violation of probation because he just got put on 5 years probation for this. So,
Your points are,
they gave him a chance,
yes.
and then it took him 2 months. So if this court, like I said, I'm asking for, he needs to have the tether put back on, because he's not.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Mr. Collier has problems following instructions, be it court orders or for me advising him and then telling him to shut up. You don't listen very well, sir. Nor does it seem like you pay attention very, very, very well. You got quality control over your mouth. All right. All right. On both cases, sir, the court's going to impose $100,000 personal bond.
See,
In this matter, you're not to purchase any handguns, firearms, and other dangerous weapons. You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness, Paige Reeves. You're not to go to the 16,000 block of Telegraph where this alleged incident occurred. You be fitted with a GPS tether. Only restrictions are the no contact restrictions at Telegraph and for Paige Reeves. On both of these matters, sir, you will have a pretrial court date November 27th in front of Judge Garrett. Now you can talk. You have any questions regarding your bond conditions and on court date? Can you is he unmuted?
I'm sorry, Magistrate. First off, I would like to apologize. I'm in a really weird headspace. I've been off my medication.
It's Mr. Collier, it's too late for that. Do you have any questions regarding your bond conditions and on court date?
But can I just explain that I apologize?
No, listen. Do you have any questions regarding your bond conditions and on court dates?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, have a good day then.
And it was $100,000 personal. So they're gonna bring me to county tonight, and then I'll be sitting with a judge tonight or in the morning. Oh, tonight I'm
Still talking.
Hey, bro. Lucas.
It's on that black line, so you complete that.
Bro.
What's your name, sir?
I only meant to show
fine.
the alarm, but
What's
let's
your
see what's
name?
going on with this cat.
All right, Mr. Lucas. Oh, Mr. Lucas. You got a lot of tickets, Mr. Lucas.
Oh, this might be good.
I know I'm supposed to be.
Don't tell me anything. Just listen.
I missed my court date on the.
You missed a lot of court dates, sir. Just be
I know
quiet
you-
and listen.
I know this.
Can you just be quiet and listen? This is not the Marquise Lucas show. All right, Mr. Lucas, as you well know, you've had some traffic matters in which you failed to appear in court for. As a result of you failed to appear, some arrest warrants were issued for you. The court's going to set aside those warrants for your arrest, give you a personal bond in each of these misdemeanor matters. It carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days jail and or a $500 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Did you hear that? You have a right to remain silent. And you're silent. Anything you say can will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed on your behalf. Now, did you understand everything I just stated? Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Now, to go over your many tickets, sir. Ticket P 1008538, alleged on July 23rd, 2019. You're driving an unregistered motor vehicle while your license is suspended and no insurance. Ticket number P 1008643, alleged on July 23rd, 2019. Drove a vehicle with an improper place. P 1131916, alleged on November 9th, 2020. Drove while license expired. Ticket number P 1321128, alleged on February 27th, 2022. Drove while license suspended. no insurance, open alcohol in a motor vehicle. Ticket number P13576660, alleged on May 30, 2022. Drove a license suspended, improper place, unregistered motor vehicle. Ticket number P13726679, July 23rd, alleged on July 23rd, 2022. Driver license suspended. Ticket number P139631, alleged on October 12, 2022. You drove an unregistered motor vehicle and you failed to display a valid license when pressed to do so by an officer. Ticket number P139711, alleged on October 14, 2022. Drove a license suspended, no insurance on the vehicle. Ticket number P140275, alleged on November 8, 2022. No insurance on the vehicle. Ticket number P142815, alleged on November 8, 2022, drove our license suspended. Ticket number 204812371, alleged on June 3rd, 2020, drove a vehicle with improper plates. And ticket number 207199851 and 852 alleges that on May 6, 2020, you had no operator's license in person and open alcohol in a motor vehicle. All right, sir. Your pretrial court date, December 7th, in front of Judge Perkins. Did you understand everything I just stated?
So I wonder if they just tie all those globally into like one deal,
Is that a yes? No?
if they're from the same county or state.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now to your main matter, sir. Calling case number 230598461. People State of Michigan versus Marcus Lucas. Appearances, please.
Thanks, Judge. Good afternoon, Steve Benson for the people.
And Your Honor, Austin Gregory, PA5193 on behalf of the police.
Oh, so that wasn't even his. That wasn't even why he's there. He got busted for something. What we're about to find out, and then these are just all his unpaid tickets, and he probably had little warrants all over for those. I'm guessing little bench warrants, or however they do it in Detroit.
All right, the court entered not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Lucas. Mr. Vincent, argument as the bond.
Thanks, Judge. We're going to be asking for 10,000, 10%. We're also asking for tether and house arrest. Your Honor, case 23-000-616-01-FH. This is the case that the defendant is going through right now.
And what's the charge on that? I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I apologize.
No. Well, you were reading my mind, Judge. The charges in that matter are and O, as well as 4 weapons charges.
What's the date of that offense?
What was the first one?
December 4th, 2022. Judge,
And what's the status of that? You said it's pending in
2022.
See.
R and O, as well. Right now.
And what's the charge on that? I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I apologize.
Well, you were reading the charges in that matter R and O, as well as 4 weapons charges.
What's the date of that offense?
I thought he said something that broke up.
December 4th, 2022.
R&O.
Judge,
And what's the status of that? You said it's pending in what? Is it pre-trial and trial, scheduled for trial?
I think they're at the final conference, Judge, which is scheduled for 12/1 of this year.
Okay. All right. So it's still lingering out there.
Yeah, he had actually a $5,000 10% cash bond there and was given a tether. He posted. So he ended up committing this offense while he had posted.
Oh, someone else.
And while he's on tether.
That's what I love about Google.
Judge, that's the reason why we're asking for the cash. There was cash in that one. It's almost, well, we have the R&O, which is the same. Here we have stolen property, which is, I believe, versus the other charges, a felony that has a higher severity of potential imprisonment, Judge.
Gotcha.
To have third notice.
Mr. Vincent, I've heard enough.
Okay, Judge.
All right, Mr. Gregory.
Your Honor, the biggest argument I have here is that this is non-assaultive.
Yes, it is.
In a statement that has gone through the court system multiple times that just running is not itself a crime.
No, it's not.
Mr. Lucas is 33 years old. He is a lifelong Michigan resident.
Is he employed?
He recently lost his job, Your Honor.
Really? How long ago? Okay, I've heard enough. This makes it easy for me.
Your Honor, I just lost my job 2 weeks ago.
No. You had the right to remain silent. Didn't I just tell you that earlier? Thank you.
Oh, I hate when I do that.
To your point, Mr. Gregory, these are not assaultive cases. And to your point, Mr. Vincent, it's very, very troubling to the court that he's out on bond with a GPS tether, allegedly committing more acts. Very, very troubling. So this is very, very easy to protect the community. The court's going to give a $50,000 personal bond, GPS tether house arrest.
Tether house arrest.
And
that's crazy.
While this case is
they don't do that in Fulton County with Judge Manning.
Probable cause conference November 20th in front of Judge Jefferson. Preliminary examination November 27th in front of Judge Jefferson. Now, Mr. Lucas, do you have any questions regarding your bond conditions and or court dates, sir?
So I know if you're watching me, you've probably watched Judge Manning. And I'm gonna edit some videos with her probably today. Depends. I'm gonna go into work today at some point. They have people on unindicted but in jail with outrageous bonds for years, not months, not weeks, not days, years. 740 days without indictment. Can we get a bond reduction? Nope. And the prosecution just fights and fights and fights for them huge bonds. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a lawyer in Fulton County. And I couldn't be a criminal there either, because there's no way I would risk being in jail for 2 years without even seeing or having my day in court. I don't understand, where's their speedy trial? I know that's constitutional. That's a constitutional right we have for fast and speedy. And I don't think that's left to the states. I think that's everywhere. It's a fair and speedy. So I'm totally confused on that. But yeah, well, I'll have some pretty soon, hopefully, some Judge Manning. Everyone else plays Judge Manning too, and all the judges. So it's hard. You don't want to replay what some people play, but you might have a different take on that same stuff. So I will be replaying some stuff that you might have seen somewhere else, but I'll just have a different take on it.
No, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, now you got a question. Okay.
I apologize, but is it possible besides house arrest, can I just have GPS?
Why? Why should I do that?
Because I am trying to find employment, and I'm staying at a
motel
right now.
I think you need to sit still for a minute, sir, while this case is pending.
How's he gonna stay at a motel without finding a job?
Have a good day.
All right.
You know what he wanted to say. What he wanted to say. I wasn't planning on watching these, but
what's your name? DeAndre Sanders. All right, calling case number 230-598-4501. Houston, Michigan versus DeAndre Sanders. Appearances, please.
And Your Honor, Austin Gregory, PA 5193, on behalf of Mr. Sanders, is present by whom, as the may waive his constitutional right to wait for reading.
Hold on. Ladies, I forgot to give this to Mr. Reese. My apologies. All right. The court entered not guilty plea. Mr. Reese. I apologize. I had him on the side. Okay. Court entered not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Sanders. Arguments to bond, Mrs. Coyle. All right. The court will adopt the recommendation of the people. Give a $5,000 personal bond on Mr. Sanders.
Let's I don't know. I'm
The
feeling
next court date, sir.
pretty good right now. So let's wait, I'm doing this all wrong. I should have removed it first and then. So I'm gonna see if I can find something for us to watch. My internet's lagging. I just lost signal. I don't know why, but let's see. Sorry if it gets choppy. We could always do this. We could watch a little law talk with Mike. I'll just I'll pick it. Oh, this must be a good one. We'll just I'll leave a message in the description and I'll give Mike a shout out and a link to the video. But I'm a super fan of Mike Gralin, and he is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. I always have my own thoughts on what he says, and but he is so smart and funny and just a super cool cat. So I'll just I'll go on Discord too and let him know that I did that. But I had already asked permission, and one of his moderators, he gave me permission to post his stuff. Occasionally, that, I mean, they didn't say occasionally, but I wouldn't do it all the time because I want to have original content. But it looks like he found something pretty good. So let's check it out. We'll listen to what he has to say.
Hello, this is Attorney Mike Graham coming to you from Chicago as usual. And oh boy, do I have a barn burner for you here today. We're talking family farm time. And before we even get there, I've got a short but really fun sort of intro clip from Kristen and Trevor City. The yellow stuff comes from my anonymous source. Thank you. It's beautiful. Let's do it, shall we?
Investigators report. How you doing today? Yeah? What kind of purse you got?
Just like a little.
It's sort of a purse and backpack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the, do you know the company who made that?
I don't know, like company.
Is it one of those really, really, really expensive purses?
No, like a click.
No? Are you into shoes, purses, or clothing?
What the heck?
Or none of the above? Well, let me limit it. Shoes or purses? What do you prefer? My wife likes them all. She likes shoes, she likes purses, likes clothing. Okay. So how are things going?
All right, welcome back. We're on the record again in case 23-4024FY. Mr. Connolly, did you have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Hopkins?
I did. Mr. Hopkins understands that he has the right to dispute his failure to appear for the show cause hearing.
We want to, I'm not going to like steal a bunch of stuff from him. We'll just watch a little bit of this and then I'll sign off. We'll just see if it's something funny. It's got to be because he.
But however, I did ask him what was going on. He said he did not get a notice.
Have you ever had a failure to appear?
Possibly. He's been in and out of medical treatment over the past month. He does have a doctor's appointment today at 4:00 with Munson in Traverse City. So I guess what I would ask, Your Honor, and he said he didn't find out he missed the hearing until his fiance told him, or his ex-fiance, I'm sorry, told him that he had missed it. So what I'm asking you to consider is, because of his medical issues, that you reschedule the show cause hearing and allow him to attend this appointment at 4:00 this afternoon at Munson Medical. I've explained to him that, when you miss court hearings, eventually you just end up sitting in the jail. So I'm just asking that you give him one more opportunity to reschedule that show cause so that he can attend to his medical issues. And if he misses another court hearing, he knows that there won't be any point in asking for another bond.
Okay. Well,
Don't worry, the defendant feels the need to start talking.
in addition to missing the show cause, it looks like maybe you're missing some of your testing requirements, which is a completely, that's related to the show cause. But,
Ma'am, I do understand I have missed them, and I was telling him, and there's no excuse. I have been being so sick lately that I can't even leave the bathroom area it was the last 12 days, 3 days ago, and 12 days prior to that. I mean, I literally been where I've seized out and then I had diarrhea.
Can we do this today, Your Honor? My health is in jeopardy right now.
what's up?
I have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
and what's been going on?
Very stressful.
I'm bleeding inside, ma'am.
And it's really bad. It's called and I think we might have found the answer to it, like ACH or some kind of medical problem like that, which I'm supposed to be getting tested for today.
Mr. Hopkins, and I appreciate that, and I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well.
Yes.
But just looking back over this, I mean, we've had multiple instances where we actually have to pick you up and bring you to the jail so that we can see you in court. So for that, right now, what I'm going to do is remand you pending
his subscribers always have the funniest stuff to say too. So if you get a chance, go over and check him out and subscribe. I'm guessing like my subscribers probably have already subscribed to Mike, because he's like, he's like my spiritual mentor, you know what I mean? So he's like bigger than me. I would almost say huge. When I first started watching him, he had like under 50,000 subscribers. I think he's in the 180s now. It's crazy. But yeah. So yeah, go check him out and subscribe. If you haven't already, you will not be disappointed. He will not disappoint you.
the show cause hearing. Do we have a date that we could?
Judge Stepka's next date is November 1st.
Okay.
Oh.
And
Man, I'm literally having seizures and stuff. I hate to say
Mr.
it.
Hopkins,
It's very important.
it's at your turn to talk. Please
Yes,
stop.
Your Honor.
Okay, that being no.
All right, so we'll get this scheduled for November 1st and send over a notice to the jail so that you are aware of that. And in the meantime, we'll try to get this back on track for our next step related to our examination that needs to be scheduled. So if you would like to let the, oh, yes, Mr. Connolly.
Just one question. I don't know if this is possible, but given the severity of his medical condition, if the jail is willing to take him to his appointment, would that be permissible? And I'm not saying they have to, but I don't know how bad, if this is as bad as it sounds, or might be willing to have him transported to have this diagnosed, because if he's seizing out in the jail and passing out on the floor, I'm going to guess they want him to be evaluated. So if that's the, and again, I'm not asking that they be ordered to do so, but if the jail staff deems it appropriate and they wish to transport him, would that be an option?
Well, I haven't heard anything about this situation, so I'm going to mute you for just a moment, or mute myself rather, and make a quick phone call.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You don't hear it, but apparently that phone call resulted in, yeah, he's absolutely full of it.
I was gonna say that. So I've been to jail before, and dude, there's dudes in there that, like, look, if you're gonna do bad guy stuff, expect bad guy repercussions. And dude, there's dudes in there that not only fake stuff. I mean, he probably hasn't even tried to fake it, or probably has tried to fake stuff. But he's probably just filling the judge and his lawyer a bunch of shit, a bunch of bullshit. And it's crazy to me. If you're going to be out there robbing, stealing, doing drugs, whatever bad guy stuff you're doing, dude, accept that you're going to sit in jail, and don't whine about it, and don't cry on the phone to your mom, and just be a man, or be a woman, and own up to it, and get through it, and then get past it, and then grow from it, and then, do what you're supposed to do when you get out, to never do it again, or recidivate and go back and do the same thing. But it's not 8 times out of 10 that dude will come back to jail and do the same thing and cry about being in jail. But some people do learn.
All right. Thank you for your patience. Mr. Connolly, I'm not a physician. I just, based on the brief phone call I had, I would say that the information was erroneous, and I'm going to stick with what I said. So, sir, you're remanded. Please follow all the terms and conditions of the jail. No antics.
What do you mean erroneous?
Erroneous. What are you talking about, Judge? I will say good day.
Good day, sir.
So,
sir, you just need to listen to the magistrate at this point, sir.
I understand, but this is not erroneous. Last time I was in this jail, I had a seizure, a grand mal seizure, and nobody did anything for me in here. I'm having seizures where I'm literally waking up and I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm falling apart, and my son's out there, and he needs a father, and I'm falling apart. I have an opportunity to get better right now. This is not a joke.
Mr. Hopkins, that is not the information I received, and we're done now.
We're done. Who are you receiving this information from? This is important.
You need to knock on the door and let the officer know that
your caretakers. That's who she's getting it from. Yeah, they told her he's full of BS. Now, having said that, if it was something, there are jails that don't have good medical. I'm sure of it, and have witnessed a little bit of it. So, and they get so many people malingering that come in there, that when it's real, they don't. It's the cry wolf thing. They're not sensitive to it until literally you are dying. and that's 100% truth. And then it's like, oh shit, well, how are we supposed to know that he wasn't faking it? You know, all these guys fake it. So they kind of ruin it for everyone else that are men and women and who own up to their crimes and who are doing the best they can to get through it. Right. So, it's guys like you, buddy, or it's really happening and they're not taking him seriously. And he's just, it is what it is. And I hate that saying, but sometimes it's 100% the only thing to say and to realize.
You're all set, and we'll send some paperwork over to you.
Mr. Hopkins, can you knock on the door, please?
Boy, I'm just getting railroaded here.
Okay. Now for the main event. Buckle up, people.
So I did read the submitted document from respondent.
I'm gonna. I don't want to rob his.
Is your
glory
witness
with this main
available?
event.
So our
I'm just
witness,
gonna
we've been informed, is
pause it
waiting in
here,
the Zoom room.
and I will put a link to that. I didn't mean to like make it a cliffhanger for anyone that's watching it, but that it is his stream. I want to talk to him a little bit more, or talk to his moderator, whoever I talk to on Discord, a little bit more about putting up his stuff. I'm just a fan, so it's more like me reacting to his stuff, and I don't know where I can land on it. I want to share Law Talk with Mike with my fans because I'm a fan, but I don't want to be creating content of his stuff because it's his content, you know? So, and I know he does it every once in a while. He'll get a clip from Old Squishy Gardner or from someone, or Natalie D. He has people, and by the way, those people are all on YouTube, and I will put a link to their channels in the description when I'm done. So yeah, I don't know what the rules are, and I want to find out more about that and what's appropriate and what YouTube allows and what they will monetize. Not that I'm monetized or ever will be, but it's it's a crazy thing, and so I hope to get that all figured out. But yeah, I'll put links to that video if you want to watch it. Man, thanks for checking out my live stream. I didn't get any people watching it live. I was hoping I would. I have like 170 something subscribers. I was hoping at least one of them would have came on. That way I can test out the chat function on my StreamYard. It's not software, but using StreamYard. So, well, I hope this was better than the last one that was so blotchy and the latency was really bad. But I pinged it and tested the latency before I started, and it wasn't too bad. Hopefully soon I'll be going at 4K high definition once I get over to the house and plug directly in. Right now I'm using an access point and just plugging and Ethernet to the computer for that. Anyway, I'm geeking out right now. So anyways, thanks for coming out. I don't have an outro. I do, but it's just not on this computer. So I guess that's it, man. You guys all take care. And thanks for coming and checking out my video.